Oops, okay. So now that I'm back, we're going to go ahead and talk about actually putting on the corset. This is actually my first YouTube post, my first YouTube channel, so I hope that you continue to join me in my little journey. And in case you start also going for the corset live, maybe I can help you out with that, just to go ahead and to feel like it's kind of weird because none of my friends actually corset or anything. I had to go ahead and find this all on my own because when I got the waist cincher, that kind of put a little light bulb in my head saying, you know what, this actually does work, because I would work out in it, but I only would work out in it. I wanted to go ahead and see if I could train my waist in a different way when I'm not just at the gym, because I'm only at the gym for like 2 hours. And so little by little, I went ahead and I started digging on Facebook. I was looking for tight lacing groups, and sure enough, I found this one group that they had a lot of beginner information for me, and that's where I ordered this first corset. So anyways, let me go ahead and put, I know this is what you guys came here for. So putting it on, we put the modesty panel. You have the prongs on your left side. You put these little hooks on your right. And you want to make sure it's really, really loose. You don't want to go ahead and have it so tight you can go ahead and really damage the prongs from them. So here we go. It doesn't matter if you start on the top part or the bottom part, as long as you're comfortable and you're okay with it. So put it right there up to the bust, because it's an under bust. So then you have your little bunny ears. They're going to be the only ones that are vertical on the other side. So you're going to have it one right here, right in the middle, and you're going to have the other one right over here in the middle. So you just grab them with your things, your little thumbs, and you pull up. Well, I usually do. Fix your modesty panel. You can get a little bit tugged in. No, I want to. Oh, yeah. No. Okay. So they say with the bottom, you grab the two ones on the bottom, you're supposed to pull up. If I can grab them, why don't I do this? Okay, that's up. Okay. You pull. Fix modesty panel. And on the top ones, you need to pull down. Go back to the bottom. Pull. Up. And that's good. Snug it up a little. Alright, one more time. I think, is it closed? Just the top part is not. And that was fun. Alright, so I know what I'm going to do. Is that good? That looks good. So you always want to make sure that your laces are parallel. That looks so pretty. So you just go back and tie it. It kind of does take the air out of you a little bit, just because you're messing around back there. If there's a door trick that they posted on that Facebook group, which really did help me when I first started, because I had no idea how to do this. I had no idea how to put it on, and I think after maybe a couple of weeks you start getting the hang of it. And just tie it like in a little bow. There you go. That's so pretty. See, that's the kind of figure I want my waist to actually be naturally when I go ahead and take this off. And I think the only way that's going to happen is if I just continue to go ahead and do this. And I'm liking it. I really do like it. I've seen a change. Not only that, I started kind of waiting to like put it back on. I noticed when I was on the seasoning schedule, they call it. You go ahead and you wear it for a certain amount of hours on a certain amount of days. Like your first I think 4 days, you wear it for 2 hours. And the more days that you have in corsetting is how many more hours you can do. So towards the end, it's about 8 hours. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and, I've been sleeping in this one. I've been wearing it for the majority of the morning. And whenever I decide to go and take a break, I probably take about like an hour break. And then I jump into my other 2 corsets. Well, today I finally started doing this one. The nice, the pretty. And the other one, I've been still breaking it in, seasoning it. So I will wear those probably back to back for now on. I'm going to go ahead and start doing weekly videos. I'm going to do weekly postings of my results, and I really do think I need to take it up a notch and start working out, running, because I think that's the only way to go ahead and get smaller results. I'm what they call squishy, because you could be hard or squishy, and that really does, I think that's more about like your fat part, because I can go ahead and cinch a lot compared to what somebody who is like called hard. I don't know exactly how to explain that yet, but there's other places that can. I'm going to start doing, of course I've already been doing my homework, but I'm going to keep doing more of my homework. I think this became more of an obsession a little bit, just because, you know, I like knowing what I'm doing. And if I have any questions, or like, hey, well, what about this? Or if this has been around for many, many centuries, and I want to go ahead and say, well, at least 200 centuries, I think. Well, anyways. So the questions have been answered. It's not like this just all of a sudden, Kim Kardashian, those girls, they started waist cinching, and, you know, it's the newest, coolest thing. Well, it kind of is, but it's been around, and I guess this has just been brought back to life by a lot of the media and stuff like that, because I guess because I've always heard about girdles, because I'm Mexican, and they say once you have a baby, you want to go ahead and keep everything tight, so they make you put all these fajas, stuff like that. But I didn't know, I knew corsets were out there, I just didn't know how much of a society was out there, and how women really were so proud of it. And I'd never understood that now, until now, because I started wearing it, and now I'm really proud of it. And I really like what I feel when I'm wearing my corset, and I know exactly, you know, I really like how it makes me feel. It's kind of like my little secret, other than my husband, he knows. And it took him a little bit to go ahead and understand it and like it, but at the end of the day, he knew that made me happy, and so he's okay with it now. Now he doesn't question, like, why are you wearing that, and stuff like that. And I think that's one of the things that is kind of hard when you first start corsetting, is that, you know, anything that you do, you want to go ahead and get that nod of approval, or you don't want to be questioned because this is something that you like to do. It's anything like baking, cooking, you know, if it's plastic surgery, you want to go ahead and not get any backlash from it. And, you know, at first I kind of did. The first couple of times that I went out in my corset, I was a little bit timid. I didn't want nobody to know. And, you know, now I straight out tell them, like, when people hug me, you know, I'm not afraid of them hugging me because they'll feel it. Like, now they'll look at me a little bit differently, but now if they ever ask questions, I'm open and I'm afraid to telling them. You know, I think it's the girls that are kind of like, why? You know, but it's something that I'm happy with, that I like doing, and I'm going to continue doing. So like I said, this is my first post, and I know it's a little bit late because this is my 6th week, but I kind of feel like you're starting this out with me a little bit, because, you know, this is my journey to a 22-inch waist. And I'm happy that you got to take a look at this, because that means, you know, there's more people like me that are looking for more people who I wanted to see real results. And sure enough, I hope you stick along for the ride. I'll see you next time.